Hey folks, it's Megan. So I'm sitting here chilling out. I got what I'm making for dinner figured out, I think, and I don't need to start it yet. So I'm gonna catch up on some shows and watch a little bit Big Brother live feeds and just chill out. The weekend that I had is still feels like it's still dragging on. I didn't sleep well the time we were gone, so I'm kind of making up for it now and just not really doing much today. So let's see what happened today. Actually yesterday too, because I didn't do a YouTube video yesterday. Well, I found out a little while ago that I knew it was coming out, I just didn't know exactly when, that Windows 10 is supposed to drop today. So I'm waiting to see when my computer is going to do the update for it. Sorry, I saw something blink on my phone and I wanted to make sure it wasn't important. I turned the ringer down when I talk to you guys so that it doesn't go off. And I don't have my headset on, so if it had rang, I wouldn't have heard it. So it was vibrating, but still, there's a couch arm, 2 pillows between me and it, so sometimes you just don't feel it. So, okay, so Windows 10 is supposed to drop today, and I think we get a free update or something, so I'm sure that's going to be done later today. So I was figuring I'd go ahead and do my YouTube video in case I couldn't figure out how to get back to this later. It'd give me a little time. I know there's a new Big Brother episode tonight. I think it's the Power of Veto competition time, and then tomorrow night is the eviction. So I haven't kept up as much this week as I could have, but yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to. Of course, I never watch it when it comes on live. I usually watch it the next day or after midnight. But what I'm really excited about is over on Lifetime, Little Women of LA and Tara's Little Family is coming back on. I believe it's tonight. I don't think it's next week. I think it's tonight. Which I enjoyed watching those. Usually I watch them separately, and now they're putting them on at the same time. I know Little Women of LA is getting a new another cast member, so I don't know anything about this girl. I'll figure it out when I watch the show. Let's see. When I went on to Lifetime, I believe it was last week, before we left on our trip, I was watching I guess the checkup or the end of the season recap deal where they sit everybody on a couch and they ask questions and they show you scenes that happen and they have discussions and powwows and stuff. Well, when I watched it before, you have to have a cable subscriber in order to watch some things, and it'll say sign in to watch. Well, I don't have a cable subscription. I just watch it through the app or their website, or I just don't see it. So I couldn't see it then. Well, then Lifetime unlocked all of them so I could watch it. So I watched that, and then now the new season's about to start, so I'm interested in that. I was watching this show called Escaping Polygamy, and Jamie watched part of the episode with me last week, and he said he thought it was really interesting. Usually he tells me those kind of shows are boring and why am I watching it and gives me a hard time, but he didn't this time, which made me happy. He asked me I think he asked me if I had any more episodes, or when does it come on again. I think he asked me, and I'm not exactly sure. I think it's a Wednesday or a Thursday night show, but I don't really remember. I just know I went on there and I found it. So, actually, I could have been watching that Sunday when we got back from our trip. I'm not really sure, because we got back early, or no, yeah, something like that. I don't know. Anyways, I think we were originally going to come back Monday, but then we wound up coming back late Sunday, so it all worked itself out. So let's see. I got my online medical records to merge my my married name to my old file, what it was before I was married. So they finally merged those files together. They're still trying to update information, but last night I could read my blood work report, and I could read I had to have 2 different types of x-rays done, and I could read those reports. But I was already told what those were. But the blood work, alright, for any of you who are diabetics who understand this, my blood work 3 months ago showed my A1C at 8.1. Originally, when I was diagnosed with diabetes, I was either 5.4 or 5.5. Well, when I saw the report yesterday, it showed me being at 6.3, so that's good. You want it to go down, not go up, because that's just, it's the sugar in your blood, and it tells you if you're, it tells you where your, insulin levels are or something. I don't know. A1C is just, when you test your blood sugar, that's like say it's like a snapshot of something. Like, say you have, I really don't know, excuse me, how to describe it. It's a snapshot of something that's happening between this time and this time. Now, the A1C, it takes all of those times, excuse me, over the course of 3-4 months, however it is in between, and it averages them and tells you what your A1C is running you. That way you know where your medication is adjusted up or adjusted down. The doctor will tell you how to do that, or instruct you on how to do that. I think my doctor was thinking of, I take metformin, I take 1,000 milligrams twice a day, which is what they said I'm maxed out on. So I thought I've seen people take 1,500 2 or 3 times a day, but I could be wrong. But he wanted to add something else to my diabetes medicine because my A1Cs were up higher, and I had to tell him, because I haven't had the best medical care in 2 years. I've been, from this doctor to that doctor to this doctor to get prescriptions so that it'll hold me over until I get to the next doctor. And it's not the way that you want to get medical help when you have chronic conditions, as I do. So, being that he changed my blood pressure medicine, which I think I'm doing okay on that. He wanted to add something to the metformin. Excuse me, but I really don't want him to, because if you add something to the metformin, that means I'm going to have to take more medication, when I'd rather just take the metformin because it's a step up. I don't want to wind up on the shots. If I can get my numbers to stay within an adequate amount, he won't add more to it that I have to remember to take. So, and I had to explain to the doctor, I said before, when I was going from this doctor to that doctor to get the prescriptions, I wasn't taking the medication as prescribed. I was taking it less. I was kind of rationing it so it would last me, so I wouldn't be without. So I told him, I said, let's see how I run when I'm taking the medication like I'm supposed to. Let me have the prescriptions. Let me go through it. I'll come back and see you, and, whenever you need me to come back, or I figured it'd be 3 months, but it's less than that. And we can reassess it then. I said, but just give me a chance. I don't want to go on. I don't want to add the extra stuff to it. So for now, I'm just going to stay on the metformin. Working on things, it's like a juggling act. You deal with one thing and another thing creeps up, so you have to grab it. Meanwhile, the thing you're dealing with is falling, or I don't know. Anyways, it's important if you have chronic conditions, and if hopefully you can get insurance, to stay with a doctor. And I know doctor's appointments are expensive. I know copays and deductibles and all that stuff is expensive, but it's important if you have a chronic condition for yourself and your family to do what your doctor says to do. So, alright, that's my PSA for the day. I haven't used Windows 10 yet. Let's get back to that subject. So I'm not going to do an assessment on it, as you would call it, but I am interested to see how it works. And I know if it's anything like the iPhones, when I had to do the iOS system and you had to upgrade to the next level, the next one, it takes a while to download. So I'm hoping I can get it on here and let it work while I watch TV or something, and then can come back and play with it later. beyond that, I really don't have much going on today. I'm just kind of taking a chill day, I guess. Yesterday I used this Ninja 3-in-1 system, cooking system, to make some barbecue chicken. I just basically used it as a slow cooker. Tonight I'm going to do some more chicken, but I'm going to put the rack in it and I'm going to roast it or bake it and see how that goes. But yep, I got a new kitchen gadget, so I hope to get a good amount of use out of it. They say within reason, you can do whatever you can do on top of the stove and in your oven in this thing. Well, you can't do everything, but I have faith I can do a lot. So, you wouldn't, you know, some people fill a pot, a big pot, like a silver pot, with oil so they can deep fat fry. You can't do that in this, and I don't know if you could boil noodles or make rice in it or whatever. I think you should be able to make rice, honestly, but I don't know. I do have a rice cooker, but I'm sure there's some things you can do, some things you can't do. So, I'm experimenting with it. Anyways, I'm going for now. I need to catch up on some stuff on TV and just chill out for a bit. So, hope you guys are having a good one. Stay cool. It's hot here, but that's nothing new in the state of Virginia this summer. So, alright. Like, fave, share, subscribe. Sorry, my Snuggie thing was stuck. I don't know if it's underneath that it says links in the description, or like, fave, share, subscribe, you know, whatever. It's Megan Shepherd 81, meganshepard81@gmail.com. It's not whatever, but I just said whatever. So, alright, have a good one. Bye.